Guys, so we're outside now, so we're in the exterior. As you guys can see, this car comes in this beautiful lovely black, which under the sun has got this speck and the little glittering details underneath as well. I would definitely get this car PPF'd if I was you, because you'll be doing a lot of speed, and probably try and get this car washed by someone who knows what they're doing. So with the package which I spoke about earlier inside the car, you get these corners on the front there, then you get this extra lip as well. So with this car you get some multi-beam, so that's like the LED matrix basically, which doesn't dazzle other drivers. Then you get the black grille with the silver there. I definitely black thought, I think, if I was to buy this car, just black and everything. Get these tinted a little bit, so you get these beautiful black wheels. They've got this matte finish to them, the 19s. Then you get this silver, or kind of, it's not really silver, it's kind of like a whitish grey caliber, which is massive. I'd prefer this in orange, if I'm honest. And then obviously these guys will obviously fix the wheels for you. As I said, Michelin's probably the best compound. Then you get the 4MATIC there. Then that's your panoramic roof as well. The car is locking itself, so which means the windows lock themselves. So this car has obviously got the smart key access. You do that, it just opens up. You can tell by the windows. So we spoke about the space in the back. I've been able to adjust my seat to everyday driving. You get decent space, but it's not as big as I say, the Audi A3, but it is what it is, you know. So you've got your center armrest there. Then I believe there's a cup holders which pop out like that. Then you stretch them, I think, as you need to. Push it back. Then you got your ISOFIX over there for your kids. This is a 2x2, but you can fit a third person in there. Though they will really struggle with the headroom, I've got to say. So as you come to the back over here, this car's got the aero pack as well, which means you get the top spoiler as well, which is able to give you some downforce on track days. This does have the parking assist, which means the car can parallel park itself. It's got the cameras as well. It's got the front cameras, back cameras as well. Then you get these over here. They're not real. I need to get the Carwow stick off it. Then you get this big, massive exhaust, which look to be real. Then you get this diffuser on the back as well, which I believe does give you some aero as well. How much difference does it make? I don't know. I would definitely get this blackened, you know, just get this touched as well, and also get the lights touched in the back as well, just to make it more stealthier. So in terms of the boot space, you get what you get really with these hatchbacks. You do get some space in the bottom as well, but there's nothing you can put in there. The chairs do go down, obviously. You just, I think you've got to do it from the inside. Then you get these extra hooks over here to put your stuff in there, so your shopping doesn't go all over the place. All right. So that is the exterior of the car. This car is a 10 out of 10. So if you're the next owner, I'd definitely say make sure you get some PPF all over the car. Get like a proper detailer to come and just do your car. Don't put this car in the machines because they always ruin the car. And I'll show you what I mean by that. I don't know if you guys can see, but I can see some marks that you can tell someone's not really cleaned this car properly. So you want to get like a proper person that can come to your house and clean the car. It will cost you the money, but when you're buying this sort of cars, you do expect to spend the money, you know? So 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. You got the 4-wheel drive system, which is also rear biased. So you're able to transfer all the power from the front to the back. So you're able to drift the car if you want to. But yes, make sure you guys do definitely either change the color post to like a red color. I think red definitely goes well with black wheels. Or you can change the wheels to a glossy black if you want to. I think the red color post, I think, will definitely be, a nice look with a glossy black. Therefore, yeah, 10 out of 10. We'll try and open the engine bay so you guys can see the engine bay. Now, how do you open that? So I've managed to open the engine bay, guys. So with this being an A35, you don't get the mechanic that puts the engine together. You don't get the plaque on there. That's I think reserved for the A45. But it's still an AMG though. You can tell this engine's been well put together. It looks immaculate. This car's only got 17,000 miles, which is nothing for this as well. It'll come fully serviced. But then again, you're also able to like make some stage 1 or stage 2 room maps as well to make it faster. But yeah, that's the engine bay. I'll close that for you. What do you guys think? I love this car. I'm actually in the market for a new car. I want to buy myself a car in December, so yeah, we'll see what the fuel prices are saying in December. But I think of getting a 320i or a 330i. We'll see. If these go down a little bit, maybe to maybe 30. If I can get one of these new shape for £30,000, then I'll definitely consider getting it. But you guys need to subscribe as well, so you guys can help me with the views. You know, more views equals more money. That's how it works. And bam, as you guys can see there, you've got the beautiful Mercedes-Benz interior, which is better than any competition in this market segment. Whether it's the Audi A3, which I've seen before, whether it's the BMW, those just don't, give you this clean, finished look about them. I was in the Audi S3, the new one, and I didn't like how you had the screen over there. Then you also had the air vents on each side as well. It just made it feel so claustrophobic. But when I sit in this car, I feel like it's quite airy. And also, you can see with the way they've designed the steering wheel and raised it up a little bit, that's just been done with the intention so you can see the screen as well. And with this screen, I think this car got introduced back in 2019. Looking at the quality of the screens, this is like OLED 4K quality. You can read the instrument cluster without any problems at all. And then you've also got your big screen as well, which is, as you guys can see, that it's currently on ambient light. I love ambient lighting. I've got an ambient light system from Philips on my TV, and I'm always playing with that. And my girlfriend's always like, "You're playing with lights?" It's because I wish my car had this system as well. But as an OEM, I know people do make them like out there, they can fit them into your car, but I prefer an OEM system. And also, the beautiful thing I think about Mercedes-Benz, they always take things a step further compared to the competition. The air vents also have the ambient lighting as well on them. And I love how they've got this kind of like turbine look about them, and they kind of pop out and do that as well. That is nice. On a hot summer's day, you can just direct the air to where you're sitting as well. But moving back to the cockpit itself, and what you can see is a driver. You can see this beautiful AMG flat bottom steering wheel, and it's got this aluminium effect, that aluminium brushed effect. you know, on either side as well as on here as well. So I believe on the left side that controls the left screen, then on the right side that controls the right screen. So on the right side you've got things like your cruise control. You've got also like your adaptive cruise control as well, and also I think your lane system and all that good stuff as well. So you've also got these touchpad buttons here which you're able to use, you know, to do different things. You guys can see there, after pressing that, it changes information in the middle between the two. So you're able to change the look of the car. So that's quite nice to see that. Then on the right as well, you've got this beautiful Mercedes-Benz AI system. You just say, hey Mercedes. It should say something. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Take me to London. Right, as you guys can see that it's giving me different options.
Could you repeat your input, please?
So it's giving me like a few options of different parts of the country. So you've got Little London, which is 130 miles away. Then you've also got the other London as well, 248. That's the London that I'm after. So
let's go.
If I was to click that, then it'll give me the options of which route to take as well. As you guys can see, it's going to take me on the A167, which then leads me to the, you know, to the A1. So it's gave me the fastest route as well. And I've got to say, like, the system looks very intuitive. It looks a lot better than the Audi system. I think BMW have got the best system, I think, out of the three German brands. Then Mercedes-Benz is a close second. So what happens, like, you know, once you start driving and you've got your information on there, your information will be reflected on the heads-up display. As you guys can see it over there. That shows you the speedometer. It'll also show you the speed where you're driving, or the legal speed. Then it'll also show you some arrows and whatnot. I'm not sure if you can get like the new update, because I think Mercedes-Benz with other expensive models, they do have like augmented reality where you're getting arrows, or if that's reserved for the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and the EQS and the EQE, I don't know. But it just shows you just like, you know, how Mercedes-Benz always think above and beyond. So what else do we see with the system? Tell you what, let's just go to home. So when you go to home, so you get that menu there. So you can use either the touchscreen, or either you can use this touchpad over here. I'm not really a fan of using a touchpad. I don't use a touchpad when it comes to laptop. I always like to get like my own little mouse. So with this, it's so you just press that and you get that clicker sound as well. So you're able to go to comfort, click that. So that kind of gives you like different options for your ambient lighting. Or you can press home, go to performance. So that obviously will do with the way the car responds and drives. So it just tells me like, you know, I've got to turn the engine on so I can change. But with this car, you can change the character of the car, the way it drives. From the gearbox, it's got a dual clutch gearbox. So when you put it into sport, then it gives you that sportiness. When you put it into sports plus, it gives you that responsive shifts, which I think are in the milliseconds basically. And you also have the forward drive with the 4MATIC system, which is able to put the power from the engine, which makes about 302 horsepower with 295 foot-pound of torque pushing the car. So the car is able to accelerate from 0 to 60 in about 4.6 seconds officially. However, some journalists have been able to reach 4.4. So you are able to shave off 2 seconds. But it depends on what tires you've got as well. With these cars, if you get the best tires, it'll give you the best response. And I think right now, the best compound is from Michelin, the Pilot Sport 4s, especially in summertime. So you obviously get like, as we move forward as well, you get things like, so your engine, we can't obviously view that until we turn it on. But you get obviously dynamic selection as well. So you're able to configure the car based on how you drive it, and the gearbox as well. So you can also touch it as well, which is even better. So that's for your drivetrain. So you can put it in dynamic, you know. So what I'll do is I'll do a start. So we'll start the engine, and you guys can actually just hear how loud it sounds. And then suspension as well. So we'll put it on Sports Plus. So this car does have like the adaptive dampers as well, which are an optional extra. Whatever spec this car, they spec this car to the fullest. It's like as if it's got like some sort of first edition vibe about it, because I've never seen like an A35 with that. That usually tends to be on the outside of the car, just on the side. It's just, you know, part of the first edition, you know, package. But also, as I was saying, guys, this car has also got premium plus package, which means you get the Burmester sound system. So you've got the tweakers over here. Then you've got the main speaker just down there. So it sounds fantastic. Obviously, for reasons of not getting copyrighted, I can't turn on the music at all. You know, but yes, this car is beautiful. And what we'll do is we'll go home. And then you can also like go on the apps as well. So you can do Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. You can go on the browser. I mean, everything just works with this car. Do you know what I mean? Everything just works. So we'll just cancel that. So let's just move on as well to other things within this car. Let's just go to home. So let's move to the screen over here. So as I say, you got the buttons over here to adjust. So you're able to change this screen as well, basically. Let me just try and figure out how you do it. You know, when you just press different buttons. All right, so this is how you change the screen. So you're able to give it that performance vibe. So you're able to find out, you know, the boost. So say, for example, if you want to do a launch control, you know, you'd put your foot on the brake and wait for the engine to build up the boost to max. And then you just dump the brake and then foot down on the accelerator and you get the 4.6 seconds. You also get information about your oil, water temperature, and you're also able to adjust that as well. So it's nice to see that. It's nice to see. Okay. What else can you do? So you're able to change your style and display. Ooh, I like this. So this gives you a different display. I've seen this with the newer models and I love it. It gives you this kind of sportiness. You know, whenever I see this online, I tend to feel like as if they're like a spaceship. And, you know, you've got the little small ship in the spaceship. And it's like, it's in the exit tunnel. And it's about to get slingshotted out of this big, massive mother space. That's how I feel about this. I love it. It's just nice to have a little play around with these things. So I'm just kind of like discovering things as I go. You'd think I knew what was happening, but no, I'm just like floating around basically. So it's nice to see that, man. Honestly, it's really nice. So we'll go back to the place again, see what other stars they've got. It's not really a hard system to understand. I think it just takes some time. Let's try understated. That's your understated, which I'm not really a fan of. So yeah, but as you guys get the gist anyways. So moving on to other parts of the car, guys. So you've got your controls here. Then you've got the beautiful sunroof as well. So to adjust that, all you got to do is just do this. That opens it a little bit. Or if you want to open it all the way, you just do that. You just hold it. And voila. And then it comes out. So we're trying to close it. There we are. Right, so let the guys get on. So guys, as we move to the side over here, as I say to you, you get like your sit over there, your sit controls. Then you also get the door beams, which are quite massive as well, enough to fit a litre bottle basically. Then you get your glove compartment there, which is a decent size. This car has a hatchback, so do expect this car to have normal space and not, you know, overly big space. Then you get this place over here as well, which I believe you can put your phone in there, you know, and close that, or either open it. So you get your cup holders here. Then you get also your other controls over here as well. So that shows you the parking system, your other, you know, typical navigation, radio, and all that stuff as well. And then you also get your other buttons over here for your suspension, ESC off. I don't know what's that for. Then you also get other buttons as well over here for your aircon, which is nice to see because everything nowadays is just becoming touchscreen. And you get this center compartment over here, which you press that and it opens up. Voila, it's quite deep in there, so you get some USB charging ports over there, which is nice. Then you got some air vents in the back for people that are sitting in the back as well. Then obviously you get your signature A-class seats over here, which have got the black and the white stitching. And I think I would prefer if they've done some sort of quilted pattern as well, but I'm pretty sure if you spec it up, you can probably get that as an option. It's got the black interior, I think, which ties in with the sunroof, which brings in some light, especially in wintertime when it's dark as well. In terms of space, this car is smaller than my Audi A3. You don't get as much space, but then again, you know, it's a Mercedes-Benz A35. It's got more curves. It's not just a straight, you know, hatchback as such. So you do kind of expect that. So that's your lights over there. So you got your LED lights as well, just under the headrest there, and also on the back as well. So I shan't bore you with all the details. What I'll do is I will do a start on the car so you guys can hear what the car sounds like. So bear with me. Okay. All right. It sounds okay. I mean, it doesn't sound the best, I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't sound the best. But maybe because I've not put it in the sportiest mode. Yeah. So, okay, that was a bit underwhelming, to be honest. Very underwhelming. I think what I'll do is I'll try and oh, look at the lights are on. Those are expensive lights. I'll try and turn on the exhaust and see if it works to my favor. But I think I did change the car to respond more sporty. I don't know. We'll give it a try. We'll see. Right, boys and girls, I'm just about to sign out now. So in a few words as possible, this car is a beautiful package. It's a car for someone that wants to drive this car every single day and not feel like they're sitting in a go-kart, which is the A35, which is more of a serious sporty car, which people do daily. But then again, the dampers are still in that very harsh setting, whereas with the British roads, which are very hard with potholes and whatnot, you need something which is more compliant, which this car provides. It's not too scary. This car is meant to compete against the 135 and the S3. And I think out of the three, I prefer this car.